So I'm here with Curtis and Robert. You are the hosts as well as the co-executive producers of King of the Nerds on TBS. So tell me a little bit about this coming season. Like, what are we going to expect? What's going to be some newness?
We have learned from the first season and have tweaked our format a little bit, and we've tweaked the challenges a little bit. We think you'll be very excited by some of our new challenges.
The challenges were the big thing because we had some of the nerds from last year, one of whom you were just talking to, had complained about the sort of lack of nerdiness in some of the challenges. And so when we went into it this time, we went into it with an eye to upping the ante a little bit in the challenges. So that's one difference. The basic idea is the same. We have the same number of, we have 11 nerds.
We have the picking of the teams.
And all of that. And the guest judges. We have a lot of guest judges who have not been announced yet. But it's basically the same sort of setup. But I think it's just amped up a little from last year.
Awesome. So, and I have a fairly stupid question, but let's face it, I love that then. So, Revenge of the Nerds were obviously very, very popular movies. You've now going into a second season of King of the Nerds. Is it safe to say you've had your revenge?
Good question. Yes, because nothing is quite as delicious as success. And, we would have had no idea that it would have come to this after all these years. But the fact that it has is pretty great.
Yeah, and it seems to be growing exponentially. So it's an exciting time ahead.
Yes. I mean, it's especially nice with these, because we, coming to these things, we're surrounded by people, especially cosplay people and nerds, various culture, pop culture nerds, and it's wonderful to be in a place where you get to meet all these people. We didn't have that in 1984.
None of that existed,
So now, what are some things that you two are particularly nerdy about? I know I had heard that you were sort of a bibliophile. Right. So what are some things that you find are amazing in nerddoms? Like, what are you looking for?
In nerddoms?
Yeah. Like, what are you nerdy about?
Oh, what are we personally?
Yeah, like, what are you personally really nerdy about?
I guess my nerdy quotient sort of starts and stops with remote control model airplanes. I was kind of into that. And in fact, on the set of Revenge of the Nerds, I built one.
That's right. The whole time we were on the set filming that first movie, he was building in his hotel room. He was building this remote control.
I had actually bolted the engine to the railing of the hotel for test runs.
That's right. I remember that.
It might have been you came to visit me and stuck your hand right in the propeller. You didn't realize it was running.
Yeah. Ouch. So, and me, I was really a book nerd, and remain a book nerd. That never went away. And my passion for books has continued. And I was a theater nerd, too. And the interesting thing is this season, one second. This season, we've got, we have a bibliophile nerd and a theater nerd.
Oh, good.
I mean, they're two different nerds, but
they're very, very into it.
But they are serious nerds in their various areas. So I can really relate to that.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So if I could just get you to quickly say thank you, Nerd Caliber. Watch King of the Nerds on TBS. I'd appreciate it.
Surely. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Nerd Caliber. Watch us on King of the Nerds on TBS.
King of the Nerds.